called this time massage damping.
Oh.
I just got an amazing idea. We need meditation bowls.
But my cervical spine, it always feels like it's being pulled off. Like, it literally feels like sometimes I can move it and it feels like it wants to line up where it almost feels like it goes to my spinal cord, like it's being twisted or something.
Well, this part's loosened up quite a bit. They're still like deeper in here.
Yeah.
I think
Kate taking the joke to such an extreme.
it's gone from joke to lifestyle.
And again, I think sometimes it's why I'm a little more ornery. It's like people don't realize that I suffer with chronic pain as well.
I can totally see what's the red-haired
How you doing, Robert?
I'm good.
meditation.
This is what Time Massage Jam is all about. Tricking people into working on me.
Going to a tantric workshop this weekend, and I can totally
Trying to get the public and go, come here, give me your elbow. Stick it in my neck. No, that doesn't feel safe. I'm like, it's safe. Give me some more pressure.
like read some books and stuff, but I haven't really gone to any courses, but I've always been curious, so yeah, I signed up for a workshop. So I was like, energy orgasms, okay.
It's really interesting stuff. I've read a lot of books on this
Because
subject.
I've done like energy work and Reiki stuff and had some interesting experiences with that, and some interesting, they were talking about orgasms, and I'm like, I think I've actually had that. Let's go see.
Yeah.
So it's like it's a
Oh man, I couldn't.
11 to 6.
I was trying to relax my shoulder, and then I was like, nope, don't relax your shoulder, no.
My vote of reality.
Don't do that.
Too much?
Toyed with it enough.
Yeah, it was just
I
like,
think it's pretty legit.
I was doing okay, and I was like, okay, breathe into it and relax your shoulder, and I'm like, no.
I did a kundalini.
All right, how about if I back off the pressure and you try to relax your shoulder?
At work.
Yeah.
I just close my office door. Hopefully no one sees me doing breath of fire.
Oh yeah, I do the weirdest yoga shit now
like-
teaching
I-
in between students.
I'm
and
so
like,
frustrated. I'm like,
I hope
whatever.
people
I'm just gonna
look
let my
at
hippie
it.
hang out and like, whatever. If you're gonna make me a manager on a surprise basis, then I'm gonna surprise them.
Yeah.
How's that?
But yeah, I think that's.
Is this my phone?
I think it's very understudied. Like.
Am I being chatted with?
ignored Culturally, like
It should
it's
be.
a
Potentially?
very worthy topic.
Potentially.
I've never been to a workshop. I would like to.
Apparently there's various ones now. And-
Generally, I'm okay. I just think I have issues in very specific spots.
About tantra.
Because I still do yoga and work on myself some, which, keeps
Yeah.
some of it at bay. But I've got older injuries, just very specific muscles that are causing a problem.
But
So I've been doing Tai Chi.
White blood cells to
way
fight
more-
things and all that kind of stuff.
more aware of what's going on in my body, and I feel like I can see him do it better.
Hey Josh,
Yeah.
what are the ice baths supposed to do with Wim Hof? What's the deal with like the ice baths?
So I think it's a set of things. There is a meditative element of it,
Yeah.
which you've talked about being similar to the hot yoga, right?
Yeah.
It's like that element is just like, okay, I'm going to voluntarily put myself in suffering
Yeah.
and then breathe through it to learn how to cope with that. So there's that
Right there is a
element.
good.
But
It's like
also there's
it starts to
some-
like
some other
refer to my
added
hand,
elements
kind of my
of
palm.
being dropped into the cold and doing it voluntarily, and doing it with the conscious decision to like let go and do what your body will automatically do,
Yeah.
allows you to kick into some instinctual breathing.
Yeah.
And like that's the aspect that I've taken from it, is I've realized from studying a little bit of that is the body has instinctual ways of breathing to cope with different situations.
Yeah.
So if you can tap into that, where you can learn to breathe, I guess basically more like an animal, where you don't control it as much, you can. The most beneficial thing I've found is I can process through things faster. So, for example, if I'm feeling anxiety now, take for example a panic attack. A panic attack is something that a normal person in Western culture would say, oh no, I'm having a panic attack, I better stop. If you were to go according to like Stanislav Grof's theory, the way he goes through a panic attack is he describes a panic attack actually as a healing state. So a panic attack is something that the body automatically kicks off when you're feeling emotional stress to a point that you can't handle, and then you hyperventilate, you hyperoxygenate your bloodstream, and then you can process the emotional things in your body better. So I think that jumping into an ice bath and letting yourself voluntarily do that and just go with the flow of it is like, it just like sends a lightning bolt into your nervous system that tells it to breathe in a really extreme way, to tap into your lizard brain and go into that, like sort of the base level survival parts of your body and process things better.
Yeah.
That was a little distracting, but
Do you know if it does anything for inflammation?
yes, it supposedly lowers inflammation a lot. I still haven't taken a full-on ice bath because
I hate the cold, man.
Fear of the cold.
You're like, hey, let's go do Bikram yoga. It's 108 degrees. I'm like, I'll be all right. You go, let's take a cold shower. I'm like, nah, that's all right. I'm fine.
I love cold showers, like, especially in the summertime.
Oh, man.
My favorite.
You ran really
That shit's so
hard,
cold.
you
Ugh.
covering time in half.
Cold just makes my whole body like clam up,
I'm doing
tighten.
cold showers, but I really have an honest to God fear of cold, and like I haven't been able to get myself to do an ice bath yet. But the
Feels like my
the
pec
cold
minor.
showers themselves have been
Just
really
like
beneficial.
ossified.
It helped a lot. Cold, where I get myself to the point where I'm in a shower, to the point where I'm like sweating in the shower, and then I turn it to cold. Because I have trouble with like it's really hard for me to build up my core temperature, I think. So if I'm like at a medium body temperature and I get in a cold situation, like I drain pretty fast, and I don't feel like that good rush from
What am I on?
the
What
cold.
is
But if
that
I get
on your
really
Oh,
overheated
Restream.
and I set it to cold, then I
It's
get,
streaming over
like,
multiple
there's, like, a
platforms.
really
It pulls
cool
all the
rush
chats
that
into
comes
one so I can
from
talk with
getting
people if they have a
cold.
question.
You feel invigorated
And
by
then
it.
sometimes there's that mental confusion too, where your nerves are a little confused and they can't
Yes.
tell if you're being burned or frozen.
Yeah. But yeah, it's like if I'm kind of cold and I jump in cold, I don't feel invigorated. I just feel drained. But if I'm hot and I get in cold, then I feel invigorated. So like, I guess I just need to keep working on the breathing techniques to be able to raise my core temperature more efficiently. But I still have trouble with it, and I think it actually is part of like my chronic fatigue and low energy. I think that's an aspect of it, that like I'm low energy.
I think that was a text message.
It's really hard to raise my energy up. So like I need to get myself high energy and to begin with to deal with the cold, and then I can experience the benefits of it. But yeah, it's. I mean, I'm already like I've benefited so much from studying that stuff. It's great stuff.
I heard that weed really helps
For which?
to get
Everything.
Higher energy?
Makes me hurt. Makes me ache.
Oh, I mean,
People always comment on that. They say it's good for pain. I'm like, shit makes me hurt.
the times that I've tried it have relieved like 95% of my pain, like, and it's gone in like fast.
And all my
amazing.
teres and infraspinatus is borked.
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 Okay.
But yeah, I'm waiting.
Borked. B-O-R-K-E-D. Borked.
I don't know what any of that means, so I'm just gonna go with your word and just go for it. When you speak words that I understand, I'll comment.
Nice.
Went through my first round. stopped taking
CBD helps generally with some
4
ache.
weeks of Prozac.
I found.
Just sucked.
Oh, okay. You got to be.
So I decided for
Well, or more broad.
yeah. I've committed.
It's like that's just a bad
I'm gonna try three.
area.
That's my commitment.
Serratus, much better. Thank you.
I'm gonna try 3, and I feel like I think for like generally they're 4 to 6 weeks, so that's like a 3-month project. It's
My
like
friend has been kind of going through that.
after that, yeah, then I'll start experimenting with the less widely accepted solutions for pain and depression management.
You guys are boring.
Even Barton Springs, that's the closest to, cold, and even that, I just have to jump in and deal with
I
it.
have to breathe pretty good before I jumped into
I just have to jump in and deal with it. And it's a good spot. What are you getting the edge of, like my lats and serratus?
Yeah, you kind of get a little bit of lat, a little bit of some of the table.
Nah, it's tender. It's like I'm getting like little referred pain in these 2 fingers.
This is like a nice little rolly right here.
Yeah, it's pretty funky. I use a foam roller to get into it sometimes, but I haven't started using a tennis ball or something sharper.
Yeah, you might want to
I don't know if it's like intercostals or I know that it was.
get to the intercostal issue.
Yeah.
And maybe just a touch of the serratus, but lats is going to be my number 1 for right here. And then when I start moving up,
all the
I'll grab
things
the
that
teres.
advertised to do
And go in.
the opposite, basically. More pain, more fatigue. It did stabilize.
Yeah, my infraspinatus was the first thing I ever discovered that I had just horrible problem with. I had shoulder pain for months that was just completely intractable.
Yeah, I've been trying that for anxiety. Like, I didn't realize it was really doing anything until I stopped taking it, and I started taking it again, and it was more poop.
Yeah.
It's like once they find something they can work on, I'm like 1 hour
No side effects.
right in there.
Non-toxic. Just
Hey, that's all I've done for the past 3 days of clients is everyone's like, shoulders.
that
I
one.
want an hour on my shoulder.
Yeah, students keep asking for shoulder work, and the problem I'm having is I know they're asking, well, just give us some shoulder work. It's like, for me to do an exhaustive class, it's going to be like 12 or 18 hours just on shoulders. Because it's like, okay, shoulder blade,
That was
shoulder joint, like, because the shoulder blade positioning is going to influence the shoulder joint.
Exactly.
And then it's like, okay, pec minor, like, now you're working all this stuff around it.
I worked on a student today that she was just like, shoulders and IT band.
Yeah.
Okay. She's like, she went to the orthopedist. Like, they say I have a strain in my shoulder. Okay. So I went to town. Spent the entire hour, shoulders and IT band. And by the time I was done, she was able to lift her arm to touch her ear.
Yeah.
She could reach over to the opposite side of her head to stretch her neck.
She couldn't previously?
She's like, I have not been able to do this in years. She's like, I'm going to go do a cartwheel. I said, could you do a cartwheel before you got on the table? She said, no. I said, then you can't do one now either. How's that?
2 more hours.
Hey, I do have a good 2-hour timing, but I'm still working on my 3 hour though.
Yeah, something. Got like a little adjustment in there. Yeah, this whole thing like down my arm just still feels congested, like it's stuck. Whew.
Is this helping with your congestion?
Yeah. When I discovered this for the first time, I had had that shoulder pain for several months. I had been hooking my shoulder blade on a bookshelf, trying to pull it off, trying to deal with the pain. It was so bad. And I was at a friend's house and he had a baseball bat and that metal knob at the end of the bat. I laid down and put it essentially on my shoulder blade on now what I know is infraspinatus. And I literally laid there and would just breathe. And like, I didn't start crying, but like tears just like streamed out of my eye after about 30 minutes. It was just the most excruciating like intensity. But after that one time, like it never hurt the same way again. The infraspinatus just felt like it had spasmed and just never let go for months. It was really bad.
I've come to really love the quote, the body cries the tears the eyes never shed. There's a lot of fucking truth to that quote. Say it again. The body cries the tears the eyes never shed.
Reminds me of the title of the book. It says, the body keeps the score. It's like,
I'm actually reading that right now.
oh, nice. Yeah, you don't,
Who wrote that one?
you don't mean to punish your body,
Yeah.
but your emotional states are stored. People that, but it's
Ooh.
true. For the most part.
Well, when you don't want me to work on you.
To be aware of.
I just took that out, so.
Who studies a lot of similar things to the body keeps the score. I haven't read
How's
it,
that?
but now
All good.
half of
Can you pull my arm back this way? See if it makes my arm go crack and then the rest of my spine line up and adjust
I've heard it's
until my kundalini awakens and then shoots out of the top of my head.
for people that
Something
have
like
some
that.
issues there. that,
There you
like,
go. That's my wrist, I think.
It was.
They have to ration it
How's that?
as they read it because it's like hefty.
Good, but my kundalini hasn't woken up yet.
Okay, well, I'm not sure where your kundalini is located, so we're just gonna have to go along with that. Like I said, when you talk in words I understand, I'll respond. I do science, Robert, not yoga, okay? I do science.
Yoga is a science, damn it.
Sure, okay.
It's a science.
Yeah,
Remember that?
that direction is good.
Fun?
What?
Science.
Science.
I'm spelling it different.
Did you see somebody in the subscription service was like, yeah, I don't think I'm going to stay. Robert doesn't do much line work. He doesn't,
Like
No,
pterodactyl.
like
he does, it's not very energetic, you know.
How's that?
Oh, it's good. And I was just laughing because I'm like, like what? You mean you pay me? You subscribe. That's like you bought my album and you're like, I don't like this song. I'm like, thank you for your purchase.
Well, they want to bring, at the school that I'm at, they want to bring in a more traditional Thai therapist
Yeah.
because I don't work the lines and go into the traditional sense of it. So they contacted a guy out of Dallas
Yeah.
that does it. And he goes,
Who?
sure. I don't remember his name. He's like, sure.
David?
David something.
Yeah.
He's like $130 an hour. And they're like, no.
Apparently tradition costs.
Yeah. I was like,
Lines. Dude, she's in Britain, but if I had a chance where I was like, hey, come on and get a session. Let's talk about some lines for a minute.
yeah.
Like, I don't know, like, what they think is going on, but it's like, I still work those lines.
Yeah. But I'm like, do you really want us to get into
I just don't
the
interpret them.
spiritual aspect?
Yeah, but see, that's the thing.
I'm like, that's not what we...
And I'm deeply spiritual, but it's like I'm teaching bodywork. Like, I literally had to say, she's like, all Thai massage is energy work. And I was like, is all energy work Thai massage? And she won't like answer the question. Mm-hmm. It's like, well, when am I apart from my energy? Like, what do you...
I mean, I go over the lines of the body and the sin lines and the,
Yeah.
meridian points. I go over all that.
Yeah.
But I don't don't focus on that. I'm like, I don't, bringing the spiritual aspect into my practice is not my thing. You know, if you want to
no, but the thing is, I think my work in some ways is deeply spiritual. It's just not what I focus on.
I mean, I'm just saying.
Oh, I know, but you know,
I've been accused
I
of
curse.
snatching souls.
Were they trying to get David to come in and teach at the school? Why don't they get me to come in and teach?
Because you don't do the traditional time.
What is traditional time
That's
massage?
what I asked. Okay.
It's not
That's
traditional.
What I asked.
What I teach is very traditional to Texas.
Yeah, I've been like, I'm gonna bring somebody from Thailand. I mean, come on now.
James, what are you having problems with?
Right ankle.
Right ankle? What's up with the ankle?
So like when you strike a soccer ball, you
Yeah.
have to kind of put your foot like this.
Yeah.
And I've been doing it somewhat wrong because I feel some pain back here whenever I don't do it right. And then my hamstring.
Does it feel, when you feel the pain, does it feel like it's in the bones inside
Yes.
your ankle?
Yeah,
Okay.
like the bones are kind of rubbing against each other back here.
Okay.
And then my right
Okay.
is kind of.
And it's just your right side? Yeah. Yeah, I just think that the lines are just like a really rudimentary map that a teacher would give a student. I think they're making way too much out of like what they're thinking it is. Is that too much? Okay. I just think they're focusing on one piece of little minutia while not looking at like a bigger picture.
I mean, I get where they're coming from. They want to bring in.
Get Tippawan.
She doesn't do traditional Thai either. She doesn't follow the sin line.
She's not trained.
She's not trained.
She's Thai. Like, what the hell? The white guy doesn't do it traditionally. The Thai lady doesn't do it traditionally.
I mean, they want to bring in other people from a variety of different modalities.
What is a modality? I asked them that on their page when they said that, and they're like, "Well, it's anything beyond basics." And I'm like, "Oh my God, spork my eyeball."
You know, because I am a big proponent of bringing in more than just Swedish and deep tissue.
Is it too much, James?
All that kind of stuff. So they're looking for people that do have a specialty in a different area that's not what we offer at the school. And I will say that the Thai that I do at the school, yes, I've learned from you and I've had a few ideas on my own. But it's more of a westernized, science-based thing because I want to help you. I don't want to help you with your spiritual.
You don't want to help them evolve spiritually?
No.
Well, you have failed as a student, Wendy.
I guess I have. I will have to go rethink that. But it's just.
Failed or succeeded?
Like Robert there.
Knowing me, I failed.
What'd you
I think
say?
you succeeded.
Internet is bugging up.
Oh, really? It's not being good? How's that, James? Is that too much?
No, that's good.
Okay. Man, your calves can take a lot.
Oh yeah. I'm built like a tank.
But I think they're looking into bringing in somebody that does shiatsu and ashi, and just so the students can see what else is out there instead of us just going, here's a picture, you know, which is a path. But at the same time, I'm like, okay, but how much is too much?
What do you mean?
Are we gonna overload them with what's out there, you know, and really get them muddled in their brain as to, you know, what massage is supposed to be like? Because right now it's all table-based for what we teach, with the few days that I do Thai on the floor.
I don't even know where to. I mean, having them have more exposure is great, but I get a little confused about what people think is going on, or.
I like.
To me, it's like saying, what is traditional Christianity?
Exactly. I mean, it's. If you want to go back to the beginning, it's.
And I'm like, Rasputin, stabbed, shot, had a little arsenic every day with his coffee, you know, thrown in the Volga, wouldn't die, could stop the prince's hemophilia. That's a Christian. Could heal people. Right? Like, no, Robert, that's not. No.
It's not the last.
Was it missing?
Oh, okay.
I left this
I thought you were just
over.
excited because you found like a prop here or something.
No,
I
left
didn't
this
realize.
last time, and I was hoping it was
James, you
here
dying?
because
Are you guys wrong?
Man, you could take a lot.
It makes it possible for
So if I'm hooked right there, do you like where I was the first time or now?
Lexi?
The first time.
I've been
First
doing
time was
it
more?
for
Okay, so give me a
5
second.
years.
I had to take a little hiatus because
And-
I tore my meniscus, but
Yeah.
now I want to get back into it.
I've
but-
done acro for years.
Yeah, it's almost like if I didn't bring up the traditional thing, other people wouldn't say anything about it.
Right, because what they don't know,
So
they're
that
not going to question.
really helps.
Yeah, they're just making too many. I'll be happy when I can rebrand and move on and just stop. I mean, it'll still come up. Thai massage will always be referenced. I'm like, yeah. And I know, but here's the thing: if I start teaching the yoga community, the massage therapist, I don't know who I need to get permission from to go help people. But you're making this inordinately complex.
You don't need permission from anybody. You do you.
But you can't. So there are two different tribes. The tribes fight with one another.
But-
they won't accept me because I'm sitting square in between the two of them.
But isn't your goal to pick out the elite and not the majority?
Why pick out the elite when you can have both worlds?
That's my argument.
So here's what the problem is. I teach online, and what I keep telling the massage community, I literally have made posts, and I'm like, listen, hey massage therapists, I'm teaching this shit for $7 a month online. If you don't use it, the yoga community will.
Simple.
And then when you complain, I go, oh, I have no control over who studies in my, online. It's like, you can't teach the, yoga. I'm like, apparently we can.
Because if they don't call it massage, it's legal.
And this is why I keep having the conversations, and they keep having these namby-pamby rudimentary conversations about legislation. They don't understand what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
Can you start moving your foot at the ankle, like pulling through your calves? Does it pull into those bones at all?
Just an FYI, I don't know if you know,
Just
but his
closer
foot's
to
a
the
different
bone
color
on
now.
the right side.
On this leg?
Yeah.
Yeah.
closer to that part, yeah.
His foot's a
So if I lean in right there, is that better?
Lean out a bit. Leaning in is a little bit.
Yeah. So in, you mean towards your knee?
No, towards my ankle.
Towards your ankle, okay. In the end, I don't care. I'm just educating.
Right.
Now, when I make $7 a month, the massage community gets angry because they're like, you can't teach people. And I'm like, you don't get mad that I teach people for free on YouTube or whatever. It's like, it's only when I make money that you get irritated. Or I don't know. It's just like a weird bipolar. I just get tired of
And I don't
fighting
understand
over it.
because there's plenty of online CEUs that you can take. Are they mad that their state won't accept any of the CEUs, or I don't understand it either. I'm like, why are you upset that somebody's bringing you more beneficial work in a less?
Because they have a license and they want everybody to go through the same gatekeepers they went through.
Fear. Fear of being redundant.
What's the rules in Nigeria?
For
I don't know, massage.
we don't have.
Exactly. The whole country of Nigeria is full of graveyards with all the people who got illegal massage in Nigeria.
You make so much money. You met with a lot of skepticism, but you make so much.
That's it. Trip to Nigeria.
I'm down. When we go leaving?
Classes in Nigeria. Robert.
So when you push that, that part. Oh.
So Leon, turn around for me.
This way?
No. So face down this way,
Okay.
and then put that leg up on your side. There you go. That'll work. That'll probably work. And then, do you need a pillow?
My head is good.
It is this leg, right?
Yeah.
Can you lift the leg higher? There you go. Is that comfortable?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I think we found it. So I'm going to start up at the top. That's probably going to be a little bit less tender. Okay. How's this?
Yeah, that's what.
There we go. Okay. And if I sink in right here, how's that right there?
No, that's good.
Now I would like traditional teachers to understand that I'm right on the outer leg line. I'm on the line. We're treating the line. That's probably from Twitch, right?
I don't know.
It's got to be.
Is this the start of a porno?
Man, you watch some really sad porn. Really, really sad porn. I had some yoga teachers, and this is the thing, the tribal thing. I had a yoga teacher years ago. We had this at Blue Honey Yoga. Blue Honey Yoga is now out of business. Yeah, thank you, Dione. And this is what happens to the businesses that don't listen to me. Yoga, yeah, you too, don't listen to me. You're gone now too. So we were at their facility, and essentially some of the yoga teachers came in and came to the Thai massage jam. The next day we had a meeting with the staff, and I was there, and I asked the yoga teachers, hey, you came out to the jam last night, what'd you think? And they're like, I thought it was an orgy. And I was like, you know, I think I know historically what orgies are, and this is a really lackluster orgy.
With me,
Yeah.
and there was the couple laying down working on each other, and she was like,
More like, oh,
she's like,
this is not an orgy.
And if we have a really active jam, they're just people laying around. They're like,
Yeah.
this is just, you know, looks like Caligula, you know, or whatever. And it's like, it's just people doing massage and body work. You dying, James?
No, I'm good.
Okay. So is it starting to pull down into your ankle at all?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay.
Right now, just
Cool.
a little bit.
So if I'm where I'm at right now on that line, okay, I'll see you soon. Don't tap on me too hard. I'll press on his leg. Do you want me to roll towards the front or towards the back?
You guys
Towards
have a
the
good night.
Towards the back. Okay.
Thanks, you too.
If I'm right there, how's that?
That is pulling a little bit more.
Okay.
It's tolerable.
Yeah.
Thanks for letting me.
So the difference was I started dealing with the lines
Very helpful.
more in what people would consider a myofascial way, as opposed to thumb pressing, palm pressing, like wearing your hands out. I was working the same structures, so to speak, but I was getting much better benefit in a much shorter amount of time without any strain. Because I could sit and just have a conversation while I was working on him, and it wasn't less effective.
right.
But I don't know what people think is going on. I think the rebrand will help because they're not going to make these weird associations for whatever they think Thai massage is, good or bad. Yeah. But even the yoga community, like I thought about it recently, I would love to be able to work with some of the yoga community here in Austin. I'm going to have to put out feelers and find a studio. And they're like, okay, what are you teaching? And I'm like, good question. I'm going to help people in pain. And they're like, well, no, what kind of class is it? Is it flow? Is it this? And I'm like, what is yoga? And the whole shit starts over again because they want to box it in. And I go, give me 15 people in pain and have him run the camera and improvise and watch what happens. Everybody in the studio is going to love it. Everybody at home is going to be like, oh my God, look at this. And then the studio owner is going to say, I don't understand, but this isn't yoga. And I go, what is yoga? So if the people who are receiving it are happy and out of pain, what's the problem? And they're like, well, this isn't what we were, trained. And I'm like, listen, I do not think in any way, shape, or form, if you dug up BKS Iyengar and he saw what I was doing, that he would have any questions at all. He'd go, you white kid, you're figuring it out. James, was that pulling more?
No, that's
No? Okay, I'm going to go just a little bit lower. I'm just working my way down. How's that?
a little bit more.
A little bit more? Do you still want pressure to the back?
Yes, pressure right there.
Okay, and then do you want it up towards the knee or down towards the ankle?
Towards the ankle.
Okay. If I hold right there, how's that?
I'm feeling the pull a little bit more.
Okay. But it's all right? Cool. I just kept crushing their boxes, and here's what I have to do. And I told people this again and again. If I could get away with it, I would never rebrand. I would just do something that was nameless.
Yeah.
The problem is I have to have a brand because I have to have a box to be able to deliver to the public and to deliver to students. If I can't do that, I've seen other educators, and it's like the benefit is, well, you can take a 2-day class and you're certified.
Yeah, they like that word.
They love that. You're certified. And I'm still trying to struggle with, like, how do I package what I'm doing? Because, like, Yo Massage, I did a video on Yo Massage. I did one that was public. I did one today that was a little bit longer. No, Well, I don't know how, lengthwise.
Watch it off because it's like 20 minutes. Like I got time.
Yeah, no, I always do that. I'm like, it'll be 5 minutes. It's like 20.
Yeah.
To talk about it, and the thing is, yoga massage is really, really good, even though it's a blend of my two main things, yoga and massage, right? Except mine's like yoga and Thai massage. Mine went the complete opposite direction. They go work on 10 people, one person, all Swedish.
Yes, it's very light work.
Relaxation. And I went work on one person, 3 hours, deep compressions and like yoga therapy. Now both aren't really represented. Yay, I'm certified. I'm like, you.
They want that certification.
And why?
Just like, you know, I went and did corporate work to certify therapists in prenatal. They've all had prenatal in school, but the corporate entity wanted them to have a certification to say that they were good to go.
Is it for their insurance?
No, because the insurance covers anything that massage therapists do. So that's where it's coming from. A certification.
James, if I go down towards the ankle, is that better?
That's more pain.
More pain? Okay. So if I back off just a little bit, is that better?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll hang out there.
But the certification makes the money people feel better. And I will tell you something else. When you have the word certification listed on your website, your Facebook, your whatever, people are like, oh, they're certified. They must know what they're doing. Doesn't mean that they
So
actually know
what I did was I was refusing to certify students in Thai massage, and I'm still having these debates because fundamentally the Thai massage community are the ones who made me feel like I wasn't doing Thai massage. Now what happens when I rebrand successfully is they're going to say you stole Thai massage. It's like, wow, you get to have it both ways. So I wasn't doing Thai massage before. It wasn't Thai enough. Now that I'm saying it's not Thai massage, you're pissed off that okay, I don't know how to win here.
There
like,
isn't a way.
I'm just going to go out and help people. Down,
That's the way
just a little bit?
Yeah.
Is it too much?
No, that's still good.
Okay, to the back?
Yeah.
Now, is it pulling down into those ankle bones?
Slowly.
Okay. So sometimes here's what I'll notice. Years ago, I worked on she was a hairdresser. Horrible foot pain. I didn't know nearly as much at this time. I was still working on a table. I did deep tissue that was like, it was borderline BDSM. Like I had concerns that I was going to injure this lady because I was using an elbow so deeply in the plantar surfaces of her feet because she had foot pain. It was just intractable. After that session, she came back, she's like, nah, it's not really any better. I'm like, it's not your feet. I don't know what's going on, but there's nothing wrong with your feet. Like, you know, if it was soft tissue, we would have figured it out. So I'm like, not knowing, because I only worked a year or two at that point. You know, I was like, I started checking her leg, and it was like her calf, nah. And then I got to her, whoa, what the hell? Her tib anterior, it was like a steel rod. And I would start to get in and like was using my forearms and elbows to like get in there. And it was like, sure enough, you'd hit a spot in her tib anterior, and what she would feel is like deep down into the bones in her ankle was like pain, like just like a glowing orb of pain just in the center of her feet. But what I think was happening was the tib anterior, the musculature was pulling her tarsal bones out of alignment. So it was causing pain, but when I'm working on the belly of the muscle, it would let it go so that after a series of sessions, most of the pain had gone away. Too much? Okay. If I'm right here, what if I go forward? Not as effective?
Yeah.
I just want to go back?
Backwards is right.
Okay. And if I'm right there, is it too much where my heel is pressing?
No.
Okay, just making sure. Right there?
No.
Do you want me to go up towards the knee or down?
Down. The danger area is just right above the ankle.
Yeah.
That's where like it really hurts.
Just real sharp. Yeah. The certification process, I don't have a trademark to be able to certify them in whatever I'm doing. I could go ahead and just file a new trademark and form a certification and then just change names later if I needed to. But then the challenge is, do I do tiers? If we filed a trademark for Reboot, it failed. But if we call it Reboot, is it you're certified at Table Reboot, level 1?
Why wouldn't
you certified at Mat Reboot, level 1? I don't know. I don't know.
Like I want to take the Graston technique.
Yeah.
Okay. And there's levels 1 and 2, and then it goes up from there. So why wouldn't you offer tiers as well?
Because I want them to go through 20 steps, and they're never going to go through all of those steps if it takes them years to get to the point where they're certified at its fullest potential. Does that make sense?
It does.
Yeah.
So you cut it down to 10.
Does that make sense?
Well, what
Unless I very contractually stipulate what they can and can't do at each level.
Yes, well, you could do that.
Sorry, I didn't mean to give you my...
No, you're fine.
So I'm going to hook in from the opposite side. A little higher than that or lower?
Go lower.
A little bit lower? Okay. If I'm right there, how's that?
Go a little bit lower.
A little bit lower?
Yes.
Now I can give you more pressure. Let me come back up just a hair.
Okay.
If I'm right there, but more pressure, how's that?
It's alright.
Okay. More to the back?
Yeah. Right there is good.
Okay. And I can hang out there?
Uh-huh.
I don't necessarily have issues with it, but then you're adding like layers of complexity. So the Thai massage jam right now, I have them take intro Thai in person. Part of that is to see, do they have the palpation skills? Do they have the capacity to share with the public or other therapists? And most importantly, do they get along with me without cursing me out? Because you're working with me in a way long term, right? Like if you just don't like me, then you probably wouldn't run one. Because we're working together to build, right? But I think long term, I would like to make the Thai Massage Jam a certification that is available online for those who want to do it. I think I can teach enough online to be able to facilitate that process. Eventually. More right there, James? And here's the other thing. Do I want to have a beginning tier where it's like, let's call it Reboot, but they're Reboot certified in Thai massage for the mat, for the table.
That would be good.
But the later work is, you see what I mean? That's what I can't quite figure out. I'm still trying to like work through that. I know that the students respond to, well, we want to be certified. And it's like, that doesn't mean anything. The certification is only as good as the educator who doled it out to you.
Right. But like I said, employers, public, they like the word.
Okay. Employers aren't going to hire, employers don't hire people who train with me. Basically, no, but you had a job with somebody else before you trained with me. Like there are literally students who are like, I trained with Robert Gardner, and I'm like, no, don't tell them that. That's bad. That's bad. They're going to fire you.
No, I told them when, because I've always owned my own business, and then when they asked me to come teach, I was like, as long as you understand, I'm going to be training with Robert Gardner, and I'm going to bring Thai here.
Yeah.
And they were like, yeah, that's great, that's what we want. And I was like, okay, and now they want more traditional stuff. I'm like, okay. Like, well, you gonna send me to Thailand? I'll be happy to go. You pay my way, I'm there.
Okay. Too much?
Yeah. Put some more.
Okay.
Right there is good.
Okay, hold on. Right there. Is that still good?
Yeah.
Okay, a little more to the back.
Yes.
Okay. Can you hand me that phone?
Go a little bit more to the back.
A little bit more to the back.
Yes, right there. And you can put a little bit more pressure.
Right there. How's that?
Yes, that's perfect.
There you go. I'm going to continue working at it. I feel like we've got 80% of the machinery in place. There's just some little pieces that are missing. I'm also working with an instructional designer to help me figure out how to structure the online portions of the training and curriculum, including the subscription, in such a way that people understand, here's level 1, level 2, level 3, like they can walk through it systematically. The challenge is they're like, well, we want shoulder work. And I know they're just making a simple request. I really honor that they just want information on the shoulder. I'm like, dude, that might take 30 hours.
Yeah.
Like if I go over all the anatomy, all the nerves, the like muscles, problems, And then it's like I look at it and I go, I haven't taught the yoga, haven't taught the breathing, haven't taught the alignment, haven't taught props, haven't taught self-care, haven't taught just on and on and on and on. And like I'm talking to Josh about Wim Hof breathing and ice baths and all this other crazy stuff. It's not going to get more normal, but it's like, how do I walk them along into insanity? Scientifically incorrect memes. Well, I'm sorry, when I was going to medical school to make memes.
The memes are the best. I was like, oh my God. I was like, oh.
Why are they the best?
Because it really pushes people buttons. And
What? But it's so hilarious. When I figured that out, I was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. So like, if I post a photo with some text, it's fine. But if I put text on the photo, they're pissed off. I'm like, why? What is that?
because it changes the view of it.
Oh my Lord.
But, all right, you remember when
Let me give you some breather just for a second.
you and I first started working together, and I posted a question or whatever in the ME group, and it started a whirlwind of shit show. And I got so mad because you deleted it before I could read all of the thread, and you were like, it was too much controversy. And now all you do is cause controversy in there.
No,
Like,
that's
my
different.
thread got deleted a year
That's
ago,
different.
but now it's okay.
It depends. It depends.
That is the best part, though.
So, what was the thread about? Do you remember?
I don't know. All I know is that people started arguing. I'm like, it's a simple question. And you were like, there's too much controversy. People
I still have to have conversations with people about what value is.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, but I don't understand. And I'm like, I literally thought about making a class on Teachable called What is Value? And to get entry into massage entrepreneurs, you have to go through my free class. And it'll be 10 videos of Robert cursing excessively. Like, what don't you understand about,
They think that the ME group is a free place for them to promote their business and make money. They don't see it as supposed to be a place where...
But see, here's the thing.
Adults-
It is a free place for them to promote their business and make money, so long as they give value.
Exactly. And they don't, and that's, you just said it, give. Who wants to give?
Like, educators can come in and just sell their stuff. I don't care. Like, it doesn't bother me at all.
Right, but they don't understand how to do that in a way that will benefit the people of the group.
Too much? 4 points of contact. What is this? Is this massage? I don't know.
No, there's no table, new or glide.
I can't figure out what massage is.
This is Bodywork, right?
And they're like, well, people have the clothes on. It's not massage.
This
I'm
is
like,
Bodywork.
oh, so stretch lab. Stretch zone. So if you change the name and you don't use the word massage, it's a reboot. Let's call it a reboot. It's not a massage. No, we don't. No massage here. Only reboots.
Mm-hmm.
Can unlicensed people now do it?
Yes.
That's the argument I keep having, and they're like,
This is how the stretch zone businesses have opened up. Because when you read the TDLR guidelines, as long as you aren't using the word massage,
yeah.
you're good.
So can I do surgery and just call it something else?
That's a different license. Because that one is regulated more.
Ah, see? But that's the thing. But you can only police the public to the degree to which they want to be policed. People are like, I hate all these little hand spas and Asian places.
The stretch zone people.
Yeah. Is that too much on your knee, James?
They're therapists, or and I use it. They're stretch therapists, stretchology.
Flexologists.
Flexologists. They're not licensed in anything.
Yeah. James, too much?
No, that's good.
And they go.
Do you mean to go higher than this?
No, that spot right there is perfect.
Okay. And I don't need the traction any direction? Okay.
And their flexologists go through a
and this is the thing. The therapists get angry at me if anybody who's not licensed even just takes a class, asks me a question online, and I don't know if they're working on friends, family, loved one. I don't know. Like a guy came in from Stretch Zone, I think it was. He was working with us at the gym. He's like, man, this is awesome. Wow, And I showed him a few little things and worked on him, and he worked on me. And he's like, man, can you come to our facility and teach this?
But But you can.
Yes.
And I know why people attend somebody that owns have the financial backing that they do.
Well, the thing is, my lawyer is good, but I don't have enough money
Right.
to have the legal
And
representation.
That's why it's easier for them to attack you than it is to go after the stretch zone people.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's really what it boils down to, is you're more access.
That's the thing. It's like they either need to rewrite how the law is or actually enforce what's on the books. And that's the argument I've had forever. I mean, I had thought about the stuff Stretch Zone or Stretch Lab had been doing for a long time, but I could never break free because I was forced to try to work with a licensed population and try to deprogram them from what they were taught in school. And they're like, but my clients want massage. And I'm like, no, they don't. They want relaxation or pain relief. Let's sell that in a better box. And they're like, that's impossible. And then all of a sudden, Stretch Zone, Stretch Lab. I'm like, see, I tried to tell you, but you guys are slow on the pickup. I don't have that kind of entrepreneurial, money.
Got the backing yet.
James, you dying?
Hey Robert, we didn't do an opening,
Yeah.
but we can do a closing.
What more things can happen to you?
Hey, I'm Robert Gardner. I bitch, I moan, I curse. I'm completely unprofessional. I'm also likely to wear a Pink Floyd t-shirt and walk into my office at 11 a.m. and tie fisherman pants. I give less than a shit about whether you take my classes. However, I provide more value than any other educator in the massage industry. You can bank on it. So we have a subscription service that's $7 a month. There's about 360 or so hours of my class recordings and document there on the subscription. That's rgwellness.teachable.com. We also have a package of workbooks, DVDs. I wrote 700 pages of sequence manuals and Thai massage and 9 DVDs of core content. If you want to access any of that, you can go to robertgardnerwellness.com. That's my main store. But if you want to access that subscription, again, that's rgwellness.teachable.com. We were just hanging out at the Thai Massage Jam. Wendy is an educator and colleague, so we have lots of conversations about, I don't know, business related stuff. Yeah. But James here was just having a problem with his ankle, so I was trying to work on that without killing him.
Just breathe.
More to the back right there? Yeah. There we go. Thank you guys for tuning in. We'll see you again soon. The jam, the main jam that happens, the one that I'm at right now, is on the first and third Thursday of each month.